Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to tonight's stream. My name is Warskar, and this is my gaming channel. Now, for those of you who know me, you know, how do I call it? Technical difficulties are my middle names. This is my first ever live reaction stream, so please be patient with me. Things are gonna go wrong. I don't know if they're gonna use copyrighted music. I'm gonna have to hum over it and stuff like that. That doesn't matter. Anyways, exciting day for us, guys. We are going to watch the dev stream for 7 Days to Die, who are presenting the future release of 7 Days to Die 2.0. So get your snacks ready. I am hopeful, judging by what I'm reading here. I'm not gonna go into detail. I wanted to start the stream a bit early, just to set the mood in a way. We're talking generally, we should be seeing tonight biome progression, elemental survival, dynamic severe storms, perk updates and rebalance, sledgehammer saga, yeah. New higher game stage zombies, which look interesting, and I hope we're gonna see them soon. Trees and foliage. Roll out zombies, which kinda sounds like a game changer to me. And this is exactly what I needed, by the way, guys. For those of you who are new to the channel, I've put about 1800 hours into 7 Days to Die. I have a lot of videos on it. A lot of them are on modded 7 Days to Die, because I was bored of whatchamacallit, vanilla. And yeah, lately I was in a bit of a burnout state when it comes to 7 Days to Die, and hopefully this will bring me out of it, and we can make some more amazing and entertaining content. Where was I? Higher game stage zombies, trees and foliage. Yeah, not that fussed about that. Crawl out zombies. Nav's gain update has gotten a makeover to work seamlessly with the new biome progression elemental system. New POIs. They've promised 50 new POIs, but I don't think they're gonna come on the 30th when this goes public, hopefully. Audio, they've reworked some steps and stuff like that. And this is another one I'm interested in, because I like to wear the whatchamacallit. I like to wear the nerd armor, but I don't really like the look of it. Bicycle accident look of it. Random gen improvements, that's another one I want to try. And by the way, guys, there's gonna be a community server. There is one up yet, but we will have to see if I need to wipe it or if it will just go to the next version seamlessly. And we are going to find that out on the 16th, was it? Stream a weekend. Yeah, 16th. Because it's set to experimental, the server, so we can try it on the server. 1 second, guys. I need to move this to my other screen and see what we're talking about here. Sorry to hear that, Salem. Salem just told me he has a migraine. Get well soon, my friend. Not sure if I can even watch it. Yeah, it's understandable. Get a couple of painkillers, man. Okay, now going back to the thing. Oh, this is another one that I like for servers. Spawn near a friend, so we don't have to run around naked and find each other. And crossplay on dedicated server. That's... we will not know officially if consoles can play on dedicated servers until passing cert on each platform. Fingers crossed. So I don't think we're gonna get this right off the bat. But let's see what's going on over here. Stream yet. Right, so what are we gonna talk about now? Yeah, guys, by the way, if you haven't watched it, I have a series on Spider-Man Remastered. If you're interested in that, take a look in my playlists over on the channel. I have a Discord server in case you guys want to join our community server once the experimental update hits. I have some merch. Bit expensive. I wouldn't recommend buying that, but if you're crazy about my logo or something, you can find some t-shirts with it on it. Again, for those of you who are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button. That's our driving force. It's YouTube streamers. Maybe if you like my logo enough, can't say face, maybe even the subscribe one. Let's see if these guys are gonna be on time. 3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes to go. And since I'm here, I might as well find out how to sign up for the streamer weekend, which is a sneak peek of 2.0 from my favorite The Fun Pimps creators. If you're interested in participating, apply to our creator program here. Okay. We use this for that, blah blah, reject. Welcome to the thingy-mobob. How it works: apply to the program by filling out a short questionnaire. Wait until we process your application. Once one other thing I forgot to mention, guys. If my volume is a bit low, it is because my microphone's arm decided to malfunction on me. So now I have it sitting on my desk, so apologies for the background noise if you can hear any from my keyboard or my mouse clicking and stuff like that. Sorry about that. I did order one, but it never arrived. Once accepted, you'll get access to all key campaigns, missions, and announcements. Take advantage of the program's opportunities and benefits. Any questions about the application program? Keys for 7 days to die for you and your community. I smell giveaway, guys. DLC keys for you and your community. Creator on Discord. Social media promotions. Access to exclusive campaigns and missions. More perks may be added in the future. Requirements: active and healthy channel in good standing. Well, let's just say it is. Passionate about 7 days to die and or 7 days blood moons. I am not passionate about that one. 2.5k Twitch followers and 15 CCV. YouTube 2.5k. Okay guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We need to hit 2.5k ASAP. Your content creator status may be revoked if you upload streams or content that damages the brand image of the Fun Pimps with 7 Days to Die or 7 Days Blood Moons. What's going on here though? It's 3 o'clock, come on dude. Hello. Ooh. Is streaming 7 Days to Die. Oh, ba-da-bum. No, it isn't. No, he isn't. I have it muted for now, guys, because I'm not sure if they're gonna play some copyrighted music in the beginning or anything like that. So we're just gonna listen to my pre-licensed music for now. So I see them flapping their lips. I'll switch the audio on. I muted in OBS as well. Nope. I hope they moderate this. Otherwise, it's not gonna be a fun one. Woohoo! Someone's excited. UK checking in. Oh, UK's here, mate. Oh. By the way, it's 3 a.m. for me, guys. So if I'm a bit incoherent, like now with the word incoherent, that is why. Come on, let's go. What they hit here? Hype. How many people are watching right now? I don't know that much about Twitch, guys, by the way. 1800, 1900. Always. It's a go. I like this song. Oh yeah, I was saying about this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm hoping, here's hoping, that this will make the armor system feel a bit redeemed. Salem says you should pull that part their chat box off screen just in case. Usually not a lot of moderation like that on Twitch. Listening to, but have head down and eyes closed. Alright, man. Yeah, you make a good point there. Let us do that. In a PvP server has cheaters. Has cheaters. Hate cheaters, man. Why play the game in the first place? Looks like I'm not the only one with technical difficulties now, am I? 2200 waiting for the stream. Come on. Is there any sensitive information on the screen right now? Well, except for the part where you guys saw that I'm planning next fest stream. Yeah, we should be safe. That's a video of my son, but you can't see his face in the thumbnail, so that's safe. We're good to go. Come on, mate. Someone just subscribed with Prime. I need to link my Prime account to my streamer account. Twitch streamer account, so I can gift those. There we go. Someone says, I'm ready to see the greatest survival game and what this update brings. I think they said they could balance it, so what are we talking about? I don't know. That's just the nature of voxeling your computer's RAM trying to keep up. Oh, people are discussing. Oh, talking shop already in the chat, huh? Will depend on the mod. Some mods might work, probably not. Yeah. That's right. I also have one custom server live, one is for stream, that has 86 mods on it. I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye to that one. Can't see it working after the update. 86 mods. That's gonna take a minute. Just like the storms brewing up. The fun pimps leave us waiting and wondering. Yeah, you say. What else is new, Salem? What else is chat. Can you make it where we can use our save data and carry it over to new updates so we don't have to start over? Well, actually, they should be forced to do so since the game has been released. You would expect wipes while it's in early access, but it shouldn't be a normal thing for a released game, you know? But yet again, these are the fun pimps. I have over 11,000 hours, but 90% plus of that is modded, as vanilla has been crap since AE17. Hopefully 2.0 changes this. 11,000 hours, guys. Here I was thinking that my 1,800 hours are a lot. Well, to be fair, I did put those in about a year and a half. Sucks, man. Mods are the only reason me and my friends have been playing this game. Not enough in vanilla. Well, like someone famous was saying the other day, which is Mo Chronic. The only game that has ever released without a story. Because who needs stories? And like I said in his chat, story shmori, let's just destroy the armor system instead. In Alpha 21 it was instant. In V1 I don't know what you're talking about. People asking for fishing, and I'm just hoping for food textures instead of a dirty dish rag. Oh yes, we want retribution. They always start about 10 or 15 minutes after the hour to give people time to join. If I knew this, I would have started my stream later, but yeah. It doesn't matter. 7 Days to Die should be made into a movie. I'd watch it. Yeah, I'd watch it too. That's actually a good idea. I would watch the hell out of it. Yeah. And I'll one-up this guy. I would say a series would be even better. Of course the stream is delayed too. Why can't anything be done on the time it's announced? Well, welcome to planet Earth. Anyone know how long this and when it's going to start? I mean, I want the game to actually have a mid and end game instead of just a super early game and that's it. Been waiting since Alpha 10.2 for that. Well, maybe you need to up the difficulty, my friend. I don't know. Mikhailo Brovchenko, thank you for the sub. Welcome in, welcome to the channel. Yeah, can't wait to stream this. This is kind of like the Storm Brewing update. The fun pimps is leaving us waiting and wondering. This is what happens when Rick runs the schedule. I don't know what to say about that. The guy's kind of strict. English only, please. Look at me reacting to someone's stream. This is actually my first reaction stream, guys. Salem says that's what mods are for. Endgame content. Yeah. Someone in the chat says bandits are the next content update after storms. And keep my hopes up for that one, but yeah. This guy says the music is, of course, very cool, but can I please provide information about the update? Can you provide information about the update? Go ahead, mate. Sadly, wasn't, but didn't see the... No, you're talking about... There's no guarantee they will do it, as bandits were a long ago thing. They pushed it because the devs weren't happy with the product, so it got put on the back burner. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You missed out on Navezgane being Minecraft looking. I still have one of the free real screenshots floating around. Hype just on the way. They're getting hype just over here. This guy says, who needs bandits if you could have a big chair factory and a chair POI and a chair trader and chair mods for vehicles? Where are the Twitch drops? I don't think Twitch drops are going to be a thing on this one. It's going to be in the streamer weekend, isn't it? I'll be excited when it's confirmed released. Otherwise, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Been here a long time, says this guy. TI the pilot. TL the pilot. I mean, when they keep remaking the same game systems and not going anywhere with it, what did you think was gonna happen? Game hasn't really changed other than graphically in like 6 to 8 years. Well, I wouldn't know that. I wasn't there for it. This game needs a Metallica 73 Seasons like soundtrack. That'd be amazing. What's going on here? Are we streaming soon? It's 1:15 for crying out loud. Any PvP players here? Give us a yeah. Nah, I don't like PvP in 7 days. Just need to watch 15 ads, then maybe it'll be on. Oh man, I'm way behind in chat. Announcement. The Fun Pimps would like to give out free copies of 7 Days to Die for being here. We will be posting free keys throughout the evening in chat. First to redeem on Steam gets a free copy of the game. Please watch for my highlighted messages for your chance to snag a code. Okay. And that's how all of the viewers just switched to Twitch. I'm down to one viewer now. What the hell is that noise? Code will be posted soon. Go, guys. Oh, there we go. They posted it. I'm sure someone grabbed it. Sinzian Raid. Ooh, I'm way behind on chat. There's another one that just went out. But out of 3,400 people, I'm sure that's gonna go instantly. New water jar, says someone. Guys, I got the code. Congrats, get right in. Interesting name, by the way. Dragon Slayer says, add a clown zombie. Yeah. Any chance we can get some like katanas or different melee weapons? Just wondering. I would say go for mods for that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try a refresh here. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Sound.
There's some pretty cool stuff just in every world you spin up.
No, there really is. I mean, there's
just use the shift. What is it? Shift Q to kind of
let's
fly fast over one of those directions. Yeah.
So there's, we're really just talking about the country roads that are going around. I mean, it's It's one of the
Roads-
nice features that's added. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rick.
Roads in general, I think, are more believable and smooth, and the terrain stamps that come next to city tiles are more believable. The roads meet up with the driveways of the POIs, much improved,
Okay.
and quite a few little bugs with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, as always, we keep improving random gen, so you can replay the game as many times as you want to. Maybe we should get into biome progression. Do you?
Yeah. I think the burnt forest is over here, so we can talk just a little bit about it. Let me
So
get down on the ground.
so the weather and biome progression are sort of two components that sort of work together. There's an inherent
Here, hold on, just a sec.
hazard condition to each biome as you progress that is more like a Zelda perma-damage that you can eventually overcome through challenges. And then there's
Wait, that's the
another
wasteland.
component.
That's not the. Yeah. I was looking at
That's
that.
the waste.
Yeah.
That's the wasteland. Yeah, go back up in the air.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. We won't show that one. I was gonna demonstrate with that, but I mean,
Let's show it later.
Yeah.
Let's show it for
let's
us.
see. I'm trying to remember where it was on the map. Is it nope. So it's got to be over here,
No, I think you're right. I think it's that way.
right? That's it right there.
Yep. There you go. Go to the edge right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll get right here.
Is that burnt? No, that's wasteland.
No,
again.
shit, that's still wasteland, man. We're making
Hey,
these
language,
zones too
please.
big, everybody. We're making them too big. That's
Is it
burnt.
that?
No, that's it. Right there. Okay. That's what happens whenever you hold shift and just press Q to get around. Okay. Dang it, Prime. I know, right?
So the average progression of the game is you'd quest through Trader Rect, and then he would direct you eventually to opening trade routes to Trader Jan, and you'd find out that or if you're playing sandbox, you'd find out that I could I need to get in the burnt forest, and then when you go into it, you discover that you need to overcome the challenge of it and obtain a biome badge. So I'll let Lathan you drive and talk.
Okay, so when you here, let me make it where they can see me. Okay, so when you are you find the burnt forest for the first time, you come on in, you go, okay, this is fun. Oh shit, hold on, wait a minute. I just realized I have biome progression turned off because I was testing it earlier. Okay, so Rick, talk a little bit more, and then when it's turned back on, we will.
Are you gonna? All right.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds.
All right. So yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit. So the biome progression is a separate system from the dynamic storm weather. They both feel like weather somewhat, but one is more of a Zelda-like, Valheim-like, save, overcome this obstacle, and it's not changing your clothes necessarily. It's overcoming the challenges and obtaining a biome badge, or think of it as a merit badge, like a Boy Scout merit badge, if you will. And and once you overcome that, you have immunity there, and therefore you can live there, perma live there if you want, quest there without the fear of the impending smoke and fumes that are in the burnt forest, for example, to overcome you, and you would get sick and have to leave. You can't stay there permanently. And
Here, hold on. That's annoying me to see that. Okay, there we go.
So there's two systems. The first is biome progression.
So we came on in, and oh my gosh, look, there's a buff. 3 minutes. The thick smoke. Okay, it's gone now. But as you can see, the screen is getting.
Oh, wow.
It's getting a little hard to see, and oh no, what's going to happen whenever that makes it? Man, I wish it wasn't 3 minutes. This is going to be a lot of just waiting around for it to get to it.
Well, do something. Do part of the challenge. Show them some of that.
Yeah, let's show you some of the challenge.
Yeah.
So let's go to challenges, and look, everybody, there is a brand new. I hate that I have to hold on. Yeah.
Oh, you had to finish the quest. Yeah.
Yes.
So it doesn't allow. Yeah,
Give me a
so
sec.
a prerequisite to weather survival or biomes for progression survival is to complete the basics of survival, and then it unlocks that.
Don't worry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine,
So
everybody.
yeah, and one other thing about this too is if this is not your cup of tea, if you want to play a simulation that does not have biome progression turned on, we have a simple menu option to say turn biome progression off. Therefore, you can play like you did in 1.0.
It's getting hard to see everybody. Okay.
So
Just
you
give me a
happen to do
moment.
that.
I know. I thought I. You know what? That's in Unity only. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I can't do it that way. I was going to cheat it.
So he's trying to do two things at once here.
No, you're fine. You can go ahead and keep
So-
explaining. We got a minute 20.
So basically, the challenge system has a new tab for weather survival, and it would guide you through what you need to do to accomplish immunity or a biome badge for the burnt forest and it's a number of challenges. There's things like is it mushrooms in this biome?
Yes, it is.
So it's collect a number of mushrooms that are in this biome. It's spend X amount of time. It's harvest specific resources. It's kill specific biome zombies that spawn in this biome. And once you accomplish the challenge of getting through,
Well, it's 30 seconds. We're almost there to finally see the effects. I just need
so it doesn't damage you for 3 minutes is this is considered the easiest biome of the progressive biomes, the burnt forest, and then you would begin to start to take damage. And there's also a recipe to
There we go.
to lengthen your immunity or in it that you could also craft. But
So now I'm suffocating everybody. I'm taking damage. I need to leave.
Okay.
And then here, let me go ahead and leave. Because I don't want to die on stream. They'll never let me live it down.
they wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we made it. We made it, everybody.
And
Get to breathe
there's a little bit of a recovery time before you can go back in with the full timer there.
So now showing what we are talking about. Okay. So now, where any?
Okay.
Let's just pick one of. Well, actually, we did some of them. Loot any of the containers. Craft a burnt smoothie. Harvest nitrate powder. Kill birds in the burnt forest, and then survive that long. We can at least go kill the burnt one so you can see it.
Yeah, you could keep. So they progress per biome to get a little more difficult to achieve all of the challenges and receive the biome badge.
Yes,
but it's a nice measured progression to the game. It steps up per biome some, and along with the biome progression is a feature that we call the biome stage loot cap.
Yes, the loot stage
cap.
max. Yeah. Cap. Yeah.
And basically, with biome progression turned on, the loot stage cap is active. If you disable biome progression, you don't want that. It doesn't cap any of the loot, but it basically will. When you reach a specific loot stage, it'll clamp it, and you'd see an icon that would let you know that you've reached the loot cap. To raise the loot cap, you would go into the next biome. Let's say you've reached the loot cap in the forest because you played so long in there, you've leveled up, you've reached a certain loot stage. Once you see the loot stage cap, to raise it in the forest, you have to go to the burnt forest and achieve immunity there, and then that would raise the loot cap there, and you would continue that, so forth. Eventually, you'll reach the loot cap in the burnt forest, and to raise that loot cap, you have to achieve the biome badge immunity from the desert.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
on and so forth there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm showing off the biome badge. So let's just pretend like I finished all those. And then I went to the trader. I got my biome badge. Now I have it. So what that does is now I can walk around the burnt forest all I want. No big deal. But if I go to the next biome, I still have to work my way through it.
Yeah, so if he went to the desert now, he would not have immunity in the desert. And you can play the loot clamp is stage clamp is cap is pretty generous. And again, it can be turned off to play the old the classic style that is from 1.0. But so this is the basic system. You don't have to change clothes a bunch and all that business like you would in a Zelda or a Valheim. It's more about accomplishing your merit badge, your biome badge to achieve that immunity. The loot stage cap and the immunity, we feel, guides the player to get better loot and improves sort of like the whole overall desire to progress through the game and encounter more difficult challenges.
Yes. So that's really it for the biome stuff. I mean, as you go ahead.
Oh, I would note that each weathered survival, each biome survival has sort of different effects. Heat exhaustion from the desert, freezing from the snow, and radiation, overcoming the effects of radiation in the wasteland. So we're not going to show all those.
Yeah.
You'll end up kind of seeing those for yourself. We want to leave a little bit to the imagination there. The next thing we were going to talk about is the dynamic storms, and
let me go. You wanted to do that in the snow, right?
Yeah, yep. but go ahead and give yourself all biome badges first.
Sure.
Through the cheat menu.
Yeah. I'm just going to click that one.
I find it funny how this guy must have like a NASA PC in the game.
Now we have
glitches for him.
This is it. We're good. But it does not protect against storms, everybody.
So the dynamic storms are a separate element in the game. They do so. The way they work is
hello. There's a new one.
There is a setting for storm frequency you can set between 0 and 500%. If you set it at 0, you're going to have no dynamic storms that are that could actually cause injury to you as a player. You would only get thunderstorms, rain, that type of storm. But you can, if you leave it at default, you would only get non-damaging storms in the forest. But once you get into the burnt forest and above, you could encounter different dynamic storm types. There's hot ember storms in the burnt forest. There's sandstorms in the desert. There's snowstorms in the winter biome, and there's radiation storms in the wasteland. And there's a warning. I would say
trigger it.
Yeah, go ahead and go into the snow biome and trigger find a POI so you can kind of get near a POI.
Good point. Okay,
fly around.
Let's
fly around a little bit, fly in the snow, and kind of look for like a look.
There's a little house.
There you go. Get ways away from that, and then trigger the storm.
Let's make sure I can.
You got 60 seconds when the warning.
Yeah.
So command here would be weather storm 24.
Yes. Okay. So here I'm gonna come over here so you can all see this. Okay.
There's a fairly generous lead time, a warning time, if you will, like a storm warning would be.
Storm warning. Oh no! Seek shelter.
60 seconds you'd have before it would do more.
I didn't want to show that guy until we're ready for it, so...
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry, everybody. We're going to show the guy. Just calm down.
So the storm kind of... it's sort of like built up, if you will, in that warning phase. You you'd start to see some of the trees start blowing. You'd start to see some wind picking up, and but it doesn't get as heavy and thick until the warning phase is over. And this is kind of designed to throw you off as a player. You've overcome a lot of challenges. The training wheels are off. You're past the forest biome, and you need more challenges. This might trip up your playstyle a little bit, and you may have to take shelter, or seek shelter, or get out of the biome because of the weather that can actually damage you. You can see it's starting to pick up. So then now you see a buff on the left side saying he's got 6 seconds left or he'll start taking damage
to
find shelter.
It hurts.
Yep. You better get in there.
Welcome to the channel, Ryan. Thank you for the sub.
We're safe. Oh, okay. There's also zombies in here.
So he's safe. If he went back outside, the warning would not start over. It would go back to the
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. 12 seconds. So you could sprint effectively if you had medication or a vehicle. You could try to sprint or make it to a new shelter out of the biome if you're feeling frisky.
I'm safe, everybody. I'm safe.
You are safe from the storm.
These are progressively worse with each biome. This is the snow biome is the third hardest of the three. So the burnt forest has the hot ember storms. So this is like they all have a 60-second warning, but the damage threshold and the time is increased with each biome for difficulty there.
Does the storm hurt you while in a vehicle? Yes.
We just so you guys know, none of us have played Stalker. We didn't copy Stalker's emission system. This is a design of our own.
Yeah.
I played the first Stalker and don't remember it, but
yeah. No, I don't know much about Stalker.
And if it's good, hey, hats off to them.
Okay, so let's see. Let me turn that off, and then storm. Is that what they said?
So essentially, that's one version of this. It gets better. The guys have built a system that we can build upon. If future updates, if we want to get more aggressive with additional weather types, we can build upon that. Tornadoes.
We could?
Yeah.
So, let's see. I think that's everything for that topic.
Again, the game options, if you don't like dynamic weather, you set it to 0%.
Yes.
And you will not be dealing with that additional simulation problem. So, Lathan, you were gonna take us to
Let's get back into the forest or okay. Well, no! I didn't want to show that. Their command didn't work. Hold on. Weather storm. Sean said I could just set the time back. 160.
Yeah, or you go to. Can you remove the warnings? Was there? Oh, yeah.
Not a modder can, but we don't. We're gonna keep it that way. Okay, so here I'm gonna show. So we're gonna touch on the perk trees. We're not gonna go like line by line and show you every single one. We do want you all to experience it, enjoy it. Do some exploration of your own. But we're going to show a little bit. Let's go on in. So as far as the skills, we've went out of our way to. So all of them are now 5 levels. All the perks that were previously 3, 4, we made them 5, except for the ones that we moved to the new general tab or general perks.
Yeah, the big change is the general tab, and the feedback we got from the community over the years is some of these are must-have perks, and you're forcing me to play in the perception or the strength skill tree, and the general tab was designed to say, well, okay, you guys are right. Well, let's fix that. And so the general tab
Thank you.
is really a response to that.
I like this.
Go ahead, Lathan.
Yeah. So we're going to show just a couple of changes. I don't, like I said, we don't want to go too far into it. Maybe we could show. Let's see. Did we have some that we wanted to show, or are we just picking a couple? I know we wanted to show one of the masteries. Which mastery do you want to show? What sounds good to you?
I don't know. So yeah, another big change that Joel and Alan were really excited about was perk mastery. That's new. So when you reach the bottom or the top level of a perk, it gives you kind of like, it's almost like the completion series for the books. It gives you a special thing there.
First taste of combat.
I don't know.
What did they say?
Well, I'm already showing the siphoning strikes at this point because I saw someone say it. So, just a new perk that, melee kills grant 2, 4, 6,
Ooh, nice.
8, 10. It's nice, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then how about agility? You want to do agility? Agility master? We can see what that one is. How's that sound, everybody? Okay, we're doing it.
Philip, welcome in.
Master agility. Leg hits have a 40% chance to instantly cripple enemies. Handguns reload 20% faster. Man, maybe you should be talking. Handguns now cause bleeding. Graceful reflexes deflect the first zombie or animal attack with ease. Recharges every 60 seconds. And then fully drawn bow shots bypass enemy armor, doing full damage plus an extra 25%.
Oh, Salem, you love this one, don't you?
Ooh.
So that's the mastery.
Yeah, that is the agility mastery. And as you can see, you have to have agility level 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to get to these. So these are, you got to be spec'd in a bit. And that's the same with all the masteries, of course. But like run and gun, other ones, parkour, only had a few levels. Now it's got 5.
Nice.
But like I said, I'm not going to go through all these.
But there's been a pretty good boost to it. The guys have been listening, had their ear to the ground for the community. They in their own analysis of how to improve it, and we've done so in what we feel is a non-destructive way that hopefully everybody will be happy with.
Yeah,
I am.
So, past that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We could move on to the perk books. We did add that Sledge. Yeah. Is it Sledgehammer Saga? Yeah.
Sledgehammer Saga is a new book series. It was a missing book series, and therefore we added it. And if you're a Sledgehammer person, you're going to be excited.
Yeah. So you all. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Let me get out of the way so you can see. But adds 10% knockdown. Sledgehammers degrade 20% faster. I could read all these, but the main one's going to be this bad boy right here. Refill your stamina with each power attack kill. Come on. That's wow. That is it right there, everybody.
That's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see videos of that going on.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll definitely add to the people who play with sledgehammers. We're showing them some love. Glad. I hope everybody really enjoys it. And I think other than that, I can't remember if there's any other book changes, but you will have to find that on your own, everybody, when you get a chance to try the build. I think now,
I know which build I'm going to
try. Too much to digest. So we're going to get a little bit into performance. Everybody asks about it.
Here, I'm going to go back to the screen.
So there's been a few things that have happened. All the trees have been unified to use the same speed tree graphics shader, and a lot of them have been packed to reduce draw calls for better performance. There's a new spawning system that allows the level designers to spawn more efficiently, trickle spawn, if you will, and to keep the enemy counts at a reasonable level for performance. A lot of the large POIs have been have had a pass to utilize that. More city remnant POIs have been made. DLS ups, NVIDIA's DLSS upscaling option has been added, so those who have
nice.
NVIDIA video cards can take advantage of that upscaling to get
Yes.
better performance and better graphics at the same
Thank
time. Let's move on. You know, now that you have those new perks and books, we thought, well, you know, we don't want you to be too OP as a player. You need a scaling challenge. So we've got some new enemies to show,
okay,
and classes to show off here.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me click on back. I'm going to go ahead and show you.
I hope it's nice and balanced, though.
So, you know, I could show them in their own environment, but I could just spawn them. I mean, maybe that's just an easier.
You could do so. So we've talked quite a bit about the Plague Spitter. He's a desert guardian, if you will, kind of. And Sean and the team have been working on giving him unique behaviors. So some of the enemies he will vomit a swarm of pestilence. There he's doing it. And they come for you. It's more effective to use melee weapons against the pestilence than firearms. It distracts you from dealing with him, and he can creep up on you. And between this guy and the vultures in the desert it gets kind of scary the first time you go into the desert now. So,
interesting.
Closer to him, or turn around, spawn him so behind you there.
Here, I'll stare at him for a second. I have God mode on, so everybody could take a look at him between him splattering my blood everywhere.
This is an amazing model made by Joel Byington. Character team is killing it.
Yeah.
But he will not spit a swarm when you're close to him, and if you time your attacks, noticing that he's going to spit a swarm, you can prevent him from spitting a swarm if you time your attacks right, your distance attacks, that is. Now back off from him again.
Oh no, you already did it.
Well,
we don't want to teach him all the strats right here.
Oh no, not so much. Okay. Why don't we show him? Why don't you go to the snow real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah. I don't mind at all.
Let's show off the frost claw.
Let's see over there. They saw him a few times. I was trying to hide him, but whoops. Let me get out.
So he's kind of designed to be a native sort of protector of this biome that you would see more thick. You know, in the cities you'd see more gen pop, and you could see gen pop in the normal areas, but you can spawn one if you want.
Oh, no, he's right there. There he is.
But he will.
Okay.
He lobs boulders at you, and they have radius damage.
Damn, that actually hurt.
Holy shit! That took a lot of your. And then then he'll move. He'll charge on you. So imagine this guy on Horde Night, guys. You know the blocks also might damage something else besides you.
Was just about to say that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that's the frost claw, new behaviors. Andres on particle effects, Sean on AI, audio by Andrew, collaborative design between a lot of us. Yeah, he's pretty scary.
I'll let him hit me.
You can interrupt his. I think he's got a shader issue.
Yeah, he might.
You can ish. Yeah, you know, there's a few bugs in the build.
Yeah, it's fine, everybody.
Out.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You can. He does do a sound cue, and you can kind of interrupt his throw if you time it well. And so there's a skill test to that.
Yeah.
So now I want you to just go back to the forest biome. Let's talk a little bit about the game stage classes that we've added. And so the yin and yang for this build is the perks have mastery classes, but now we've added blue charged enemies classes that are higher stage than the green radiated, and we've added orange infernal classes that all have kind of different behaviors. So the charged blue are fat. They have more hit points than the green, and you wouldn't encounter them until you reach a higher game stage. And but they're faster. They turn faster. They attack faster. They might surprise you with what they might be resisting to. I won't say any more.
Do you want me to spawn one?
Yeah, spawn some charged enemies. They're kind of lighter weight enemies. Instead of every enemy being charged, we kind of divide them into the ones that are not heavier. So somebody said any console news. The console news is that we're dropping experimental Monday, next Monday, and we're once experimental goes stable, it'll go stable on Steam and stable on console simultaneous. We're targeting June 30th for that. Yep. So these guys are kind of frightening. If you're a higher game stage and you want more game challenge, we've increased some of the challenge of the game because we realize that once you kind of hit a certain level in the game that it's not quite as challenging anymore, especially in co-op or parties. So with the mastery perks, they'll pair really quite nice with that.
That's good.
My primitive armor is not cutting it with these guys. Just throwing that out there. My primitive armor with my tier 4 pistol is.
Do you want to? Why don't you build a little wood base real quick?
I was gonna say these guys.
Teach yourself a bunch of wood blocks or even cobblestone.
Well, why don't we just take over this and then you're just wanting me to defend against them, right? Let them break at it.
Yeah. Go in there and click and kill all or whatever.
Yeah.
There's nobody in there.
No, there was a guy right there. I killed him. Yeah.
All right. So then, now let's spawn some infernals. Now they're tankier. They're not as fast as the radiated green, but they're tankier and they do more block damage than the other classes. So when you get to the orange infernals, and they have resistance.
They instantly take it down. Yeah.
Okay, well that didn't last long.
Holy shit! Yeah, we needed to be in like a concrete building or something.
Yeah, we did. That was a bad example. Let me go find another building.
And you have to be pretty high game stage for really to start getting these guys. But
once again, I'm trying to find them with my primitive armor here. One piece of it, by the way, not even a full outfit, but just one piece. Okay, hi guys. Hi everybody.
Those guys completely changed.
Some people are saying
Here, let me look.
Those guys completely changed the building strategies, don't they?
Ultra VSync. Here.
Professional developers, like Salem said.
Well, I mean, we can try it. I don't know if that's going to make it better. I'm on Ultra, everybody. I'm on.
It's still clipping.
So let me know.
I wonder what his configuration is.
All right. Yeah. Well, you want to see if that building is holding up better.
Yeah. Here, let me kill everybody, and we're gonna spawn some guys outside. Better? Okay. Good. Okay, let's do this. Let's spawn you. Same guys. I'm gonna shift through the wall. Let's give them a moment.
They don't need much, do they?
Let's see. I think they've already broken. Yeah,
one
they've
by
already
one.
broken through one.
He crawled through the one by one. Did you see that?
They're fairly sturdy.
And they're already through that one. Damn it. I didn't think that was going to last long. Okay, let's go through this one.
Oh.
Wait. The rest of you don't wake up. Don't wake up. I'm trying to prove something here. Okay.
Well, they drop better loot bags. You know, do we have? I think there's a higher chance they drop the best loot bags.
Well, he just woke up the whole.
Okay.
Maybe Alan will message me on that one.
We are playing like Nightcrawler here, just zipping through, teleporting through walls, and they're just chasing me.
I think that there's a better chance that they can drop the highest loot bags. But if not, we should be doing that.
Guys, I don't have time for this. I'm trying to demonstrate something. Okay. Oh shit! The door's open. Okay. Well, we're gonna demonstrate it here. Why don't you give me a?
By the way, guys, just so you know, this is a reaction stream.
Yeah,
to the dev stream.
You know, we've done a bit of work on them. They're a lot of fun now. So you know, late game challenge. We're seriously want to make that a thing. We always have.
This is just getting worse as I run through these rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
see them crawling. Oh no, dude, come on, show it.
I guess I talked some about trees, but
look at them crawl. It's a completely different game.
I am. I think I'm running out of runway though.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Let me through. Excuse me.
Holy shit.
Where am I gonna go? Hey guys. Let me go this way.
Yeah, the tanks are kind of scary. They'll be scary on Horde Night, the Infernals. So what do you think? Should we move on?
Yeah, we should. I mean, I'm just making these zombies look bad.
Why don't you just kind of go to the wasteland real quick? Let's just
Sure.
We've got, or wait, fly around the forest real quick. Show them how. Go down to like a thick area with a curved road, you know, where there's a lot of tree foliage all gathered. You can see that.
You mean like right there?
Yeah. Sometimes there's a curved road and there's a thick amount of trees and you can't always see. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting foliage collection that's way better than it used to be.
Question is, guys, are we gonna get some better building materials?
There's an example.
Or are we still stuck to steel?
So, again, the speed tree, all trees have been unified to speed tree 8 shader. Many of them reduced to draw calls for performance. And sub-biome sort of like, you know, clusters have been created. The wind settings have been unified for the storms settings, you know, when a storm comes up. Anyway, a lot of work there on the trees and some of the small shrubs too. So improvements there. So that covers that. Why don't you spawn to Shamway Factory _01. Let's show them the zombie crawl out tech. It's pretty cool.
This is interesting. I can't wait to do my first Horde Night. Well, actually, not my first one, because I want to see those Infernals and what they do to a Horde base now. A steel Horde base. Because they were flying through those doors, man.
Yeah, so go to kind of the front of the building.
And those were like, what, 5k HP, 10k HP doors?
Fly up. No. And... okay, so you see that rooftop that your cursor's almost on? Right there, yeah. So kind of fly off to the side of that and go, and then try to walk into that rooftop.
1500.
There's some crawlouts designed. You can kind of see those crawlouts if you maybe go up over there and then walk over there individually. Yeah. You know, get ready and focus on those little vents. walk
But
onto the
crawling.
rooftop.
I
So
can't wait.
yeah, there's little. They can crawl out of 1 meter spaces and spawn in more interesting places, and that's part of sort of like the spawn control system. So it'll kind of repopulate an area and keep the challenge up, but not hurt the frame rate by spawning 30 zombies in one little area.
Okay,
But
that's a
yet the
good
challenge
idea.
is interesting.
Yeah, I like zombie spawners.
And yeah, we can hide zombies in more places. And so this systemic spawning of zombies, a lot of the tier 4s and 5s have been had a pass on that. So, Lathan, let's go into back off. I want to take you back off to outside again, and then go in that entrance, the main entrance there, and then there's off to the left. There's sort of the front. Yeah, go in there. There's a shipping entrance. If you go left, I think. And I wanted to show you, like, we've got. All right, stop right here. Whoa, stop. Oh.
How many people were watching?
Back up.
37.
You missed it. You went in too fast. So enemies, we've had roaming in 1.0, but it was not widely used. So enemies can be set to roaming, or a percentage of them will roam, and the guys made wide use of that in 2.0. So you'll notice not all enemies are sleeping on the ground and just get up. They can roam now.
Oh, that's
They
nice
could roam
as well.
before, but there's wider use of that particular feature across a lot of the POIs that the guys have done. Another thing they can do is they can effectively move in 1 meter egress, and I wanted to show that off there. But they can crawl under 1 meter blocks. You're not safe with a 1 meter hole in your base anymore. So you may have to bar your windows. You have to change your strategies up. Yeah, you can roam where you want to. They can roam where they want to, roam around the world. B-52s.
You twist the base building and what base building?
I don't know if there's another example, or we could reset this POI. Probably not. Was there more than one Shamway
Sure, we're gonna find this
in the world?
guys.
Back to 01, Lathan?
Oh my god, I'm muted for a second to cough, and I've just been quiet this whole time. Man. Okay.
Is there another Factory 01?
There is not.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Wait, do me a favor. Go back into that warehouse you were at. Spawn a bunch of enemies on the opposite side of that shelf and get their attention. Go back to that shipping zone you were in.
So this right here, that's what you want them to crawl under, right?
Well, no, go back where you were. You were on the other side.
Yeah. I'm saying you want them...
So if you spawn them on the opposite side of this, right here.
Yeah, hatches are
spawn them on the opposite side of that shelf. A whole bunch. And then... Yeah,
okay, I should have chosen Fertile.
Yeah,
I should have chosen Fertile.
there you go.
Saw it, everybody, but I should have chosen Fertile.
So they navigate 1 meter really well now. That's what I wanted to show.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Well, how about...
Hold on. Let's do just
Don and Adam, the animators that have made that more robust and possible. That's pretty cool stuff. It's been propagated across the POIs, the roamers, and the wider use of the trickle spawn for frame rate and for better pacing in the POIs too. It's not all the areas are just like 30 zombies at once. There's some peaks and valleys in the pacing.
Question is, can they attack as they grow?
We had,
otherwise you could just...
The next topic, we did do some updates to Navigain to improve it, to change the biome layout a bit, to accommodate the biome progression, to put more higher tier PO5s in the higher tiered biomes.
Higher
Um,
tier.
things like that.
Yeah.
You get an extra tier.
So let's move on to showing off. The guys have made, it's kind of a new class. We call it a tier 5, wilderness. There was a few of them before, but they've kind of gone deeper into that. There's 3 new tier 5 wilderness POIs coming to this build. Why don't you go to the
Nice.
quarry, and let's show a little bit of the quarry off.
Okay. What is?
Just type quarry and see what it does.
What's the actual name?
No, two R's.
Oh, it helps if I spell right. Okay, yeah. Okay, everybody, I get it. I spelled it wrong. Everybody instantly corrected me.
There's one of those in it's one of those like in Wasteland.
There's one in Wasteland. There's one in Pine Forest.
Let's try the Wasteland version.
Oh, the Wasteland. Nice.
Man, everybody corrected me so fast.
Get out of God mode for a second.
Okay, so this is it. You can notice in the Wasteland, if you look around, the new trees in the Wasteland are stylistically, they're creepy. Look back behind you.
Yeah, no, there's one right there in front of me.
We got rid of sort of the cheesy Halloween haunted, but they're a little more stylized to separate the Wasteland from the burnt forest in a more meaningful way. So this is the quarry. This is built by Hernan. This is a tier 5 wilderness POI. It's humongous. It's 100 meters by 100 meters. It's big.
Do you want me to do a flyby? Do you want me to actually go through it? What do you want me to do?
If you want to play a little bit of it, or just fly through some of the areas and don't spoil everything about it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil everything. We can spoil the first minute or two, maybe.
I'm not sure if that's the right path. Maybe that's the quest.
Stay down. That's the bathroom. I found the bathroom. If I needed to pee, that's where I would go.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's where you go when you need to pee.
Stay down.
Didn't know that.
We're gonna shut that.
Yes, what are we looking at?
Okay. Nope.
Does that get you into the...
I feel like that switch was supposed to do something.
Did he show the POI from the outside?
I'll wait for it.
If you want to fly around a bit and not spoil everything, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go.
Here, I will
Just
give a little look.
Fly around and show them the beautiful terrain work that's been done. It looks right out of Fallout almost. It's really a great POI, and it goes underground and does. It's quite extensive. It's quite challenging. So this is a quarry made by Hernan. Beautiful work here. You want to show them a little bit of the teleport to the mine? Let's show them some of Earl's magic.
Sure. Okay, so let me.
There's 3 of them. There's this quarry. There's a mine, and there's a kind of underground government facility that Eric's working on. It is quite amazing.
Did I spell mine right? I mean,
No
since
double
you're all
N here,
correcting
mate.
me, did
Yep.
I spell mine right? Sorry.
No double
Moving on.
N here.
Folks, we're going to talk about the dedicated server stuff towards the end.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people asking about that.
Don't you worry. We have not forgotten you.
We have some good news there.
Ooh.
So this is Hybrid Mining Company. It's another
I
sort
like
of
good news.
100 by 100 meter tier 5 wilderness that's quite elevated in challenge. You're going to run into these, and this is not for the meek.
Let
Don't
you have
tell
a
me
little
they
aerial
activated the
but then,
workshop.
I'll let you all kind of explore this one.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me they activated the workshop for the
So there's
servers. That
3 of
would
these
be
big bad boys coming. There's nearly 140 POIs total. They're coming to 2.0. We've added a lot of sort of wilderness remnants and city remnants, and we probably want to go to some of those. Why don't you go to cave_06. Let's show them kind of like some of the beauty of some of the wilderness POIs that the guys have been making.
Cave_06. Did I spell cave right, everybody? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm going to keep on about it.
So there's some really great terrain. The terrain tools have been improved, and there's some really interesting POIs that have, that has gameplay in it. You can find it in the wilderness. This is sort of an really great terrain sculpting. It's really fun and cool.
If only it didn't clip that much.
So instead of just a random burnt house with no road connected to it or anything like that, the guys have put a lot of work into wilderness POIs having more variety. And Sean had worked on adding, always kind of a gravel road that connects them together. So yeah, these are real fun. This is example. How about going to cave_11? See if that's in there. Let's show them another one.
Okay. Cave.
And you can see the burnt forest has sort of like updated trees that are a little more unified and different than not sharing much content with the wasteland.
I like the wilderness POI diversity.
Kind of fun little cavern that you could find. This one Eric made.
Nice.
Totally utilizing sort of like the terrain sculpting tool improvements that have gone on this last year and a half. So 140 POIs total coming to 2.0.
Does anyone know what gaming rig this guy has?
That could be in towns and etc.
Yeah. You want to show one more?
Okay, sure. How about let's give Jesus a little shout out here. Cave_19.
Okay. Let's do.
We've had a couple level designers that have come on since 1.0. Jesus and Danny. I want to give them a shout out. Welcome to the team. This will be their first build having content ship with TFP.
I'm curious what GPU this guy is doing.
Jesus is from Spain and Danny's from the UK. So we have people all over the world. So these are fun to find and explore, and they're not all giant amounts of monster closet type stuff, but there's loot to be had, and you're like wow, that's fun to find in the wilderness.
Yeah, I like that.
Will Navisgain receive many of the new POIs?
Of course.
Right? Earl has been updating it with quite a few. There's too many POIs for Navisgain to have them all, to be honest. I mean, unless we make it really, really dense. But they add some every update. Quite a bit of work's been done in Navisgain.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to give Danny a look, let's look at rubble_burnt filler 18. This is one that he's done.
Okay,
so there's also wilderness POIs in other biomes. I assume it's in the burnt forest.
Wait. Rubble_burnt
_filler 18. Yeah, it's down about middle row, about 3/4 down. You already
got it. I got it. Wait.
So, it must be. Oh, it's right where you're at, maybe.
Let's do the other one.
I'm really curious as to what GPU this guy has.
Give me that. Oh. No, it's right behind you. Okay, so it's like a burnt house.
Oh.
Yeah. No, behind you. There you go.
Yeah.
So there's little, it's meant to blend in with the burnt forest. So it'd be a gravel road to it, and it's a explorable POI that doesn't have a lot of enemies in it necessarily. Find a little bit of loot. You could turn it into your base if you got in a pinch. And let's do one more. Let's show
I
them
think they're a bit out of
Atomic
sync.
Burger in the
Sure.
Wasteland.
Sure. Let's what is the name?
Try. You can type a localized name.
Yep, I see it. Okay, so they're all.
Atomic
Yeah.
Burger.
This is kind of fun.
It
Go around to the
is.
front. Go around to the front of this thing.
Oh, that's really cool.
There we go. There's Atomic Burger.
Now
Or
I'm getting
Fallout
Fallout vibes. Yeah, we said it at the same time.
So that's in the Wasteland. This is an example of Remnant. There's a ton of kind of wilderness POIs that have been added to the game to give it wilderness a lot more charm and variety, branding, if you will. Okay, I guess I'll talk about audio next. So Andrew has been busy he's done a ton of work on this build, and he's kind of audio guys they tend to be kind of an unsung hero. I used to be an audio guy, and I know about that. And their work is often not recognized.
I was talking about each other. But they're a bit out
he's
of
done
sync.
a lot of stuff to make footsteps more unique in the world, more immersive. Player footsteps, zombie footsteps, unique sound cues for the new enemy types, the Plague Spitter and the Frostclaw. A lot of the inventory sounds when you manage your inventory, you scrap something or move something that is a certain class will have kind of a class-based sort of sound effect to it. There. We could skip around here and show them the new hand items if you want in your belt. You want to put once you put like a stew, a plate. We'll skip around.
That's fine.
Can of sham. Pills.
New icons for sham as well.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Stew, plate.
Let's do the dog food since my dog Sparky's on there. So
and then put it in your belt, if you would. Empty your belt and put all the stuff in your belt.
200-pound gorilla, welcome in, man.
Get a stew.
Long time no see. How have you been, my friend?
So people have been asking for a long time about better sort of immersive hand items, and the team has responded to those requests.
Yeah, well, the people have been asking for story as well.
Like get a different colored smoothie, like that one of those other smoothies up there that you got right there. Oh
yeah, no, sorry, I was grabbing other stuff. Here, you can grab a smoothie. Oh, sure, why not?
So the icons have been reworked, and the hand items have been reworked, and then there's a hand. So you can see there is a can of dog food. I think the guys are moving the labels so they're rotated so you can see it better in the camera. But my head's in the way.
Yeah,
but,
you can't. It doesn't matter. You can't see it anyway. Here, I can hide you for just a moment so they can see.
Let them appreciate. There we go. Now show them how that works. There you go. Go down the gullet.
You just push the can down your
So then there's various colored liquids, based on the color of the liquid. The beef stew actually has something that's like that. The plate. There's a plate of food that's different. And if you have pills, it has
gorilla,
kind of fun
about the same only in the UK.
Lid. Yeah.
And
so there are the parcel. There are still a few things that are sort of the parcel. I think it's a new parcel. There's the syringe. That's awesome.
Yeah, the syringe.
I love the personality to the animation there. That's pretty sick.
Cool.
Now Lathan did a lot of the work on this. So why don't we show them? We'll talk about a little bit how cosmetics, how you'd be wearing clothing and armor for protection, but you can change your cosmetic look. How that works in the game now.
Sure. Let me. Hey, I'm back, everybody.
How did Quidditch end up for me?
We now have a cosmetic system.
I have 1 year to go.
So I could be wearing anything. Here, let me get a full suit though. Actually, before I demonstrate this, let's get the full look going here. And then also let's get like
Yeah.
maybe the biker. Sure. Let's do the biker
Yeah.
as an example. So I'm going to put on let's see, that one, and that one. So we now look. I am in full primitive gear. It's like, no, oh, that's not really that cool, is it?
You have to you have to scrap the biker gear to be
Yes,
able to.
you do. So
when you go ahead.
I mean, if you want to explain it, you can. I don't.
Well, there's no.
So basically, you can what you have it. Go back to your other slot that's non-cosmetic. Your normal
There's
hit,
no
just hit
new
B or
models.
hit
Yeah,
escape and back. So you have your 4 slots below your character. This is what those 4 slots on below your character on the bottom there are what you're actually wearing for protection, buffs, etc. that you might have if you had deep pockets, mods, and things like that. But then when you hit that little wardrobe model there on the top right by the character, it goes into the cosmetics, and this sets how you look. So you can be wearing a particular 4 sets of clothing for protection, but then you can change this aspect to how you want to look cosmetically. And
I think there's a couple.
And then you have to find and scrap an item to unlock it as a cosmetic in the game, or.
So there, I just scrapped all of them. So the entire biker outfit is now scrapped. So now, whenever I come in here, there's the biker. There's the biker.
You can apply the whole set. There, it's a little hard to distinguish between color and grayscale in some cases, but
it is. But if it has the darker background around it, then that means it is locked. So now I can apply the single cosmetic, or I can just apply the whole set. So at that point, bam, I look like that.
So you now go back and show the other screen again. So
still wearing the same armor, but I look like this.
Yeah, and if you were on a bicycle, or or your friends saw you, they'd see you in your biker look, but you'd be wearing your stupidly you'd be wearing your primitive armor for protection.
Yeah. In the wasteland, by the way. In the wasteland. But there we are, everybody.
So he's wearing primitive armor, but he looks like a biker. So
yes.
he looks
To
like
be honest,
a badass,
I was
but
expecting
really, he's not.
a bit more.
I mean, I killed a lot of zombies.
Maybe they're gonna develop this
as we roll out Twitch drops, etc., for cosmetics, or we get into DLCs, you would see them in this menu for additional cosmetic looks.
Yes, they would look like these down here, which I'm probably not going to click on it, but they'd look like those.
Yeah,
because they're still a neighborhood.
So there is new stuff. Only the DLCs. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, so
that's good.
So you guys have asked about third-person view. We have worked on third-person view. It's not ready for 2.0, but we feel we could roll it out in a 2.1 or 2.2 patch. It's close, but not quite. You know, we know it would pair well with this.
But maybe the POIs. Yeah, Gorilla. No,
not quite yet.
There's a couple of interesting things.
Do you want to? So that's it for cosmetics. Stay tuned for Twitch drops and some DLCs.
We will have Twitch drops. Yes, we are not ready to share what and the what of that, but we will have them. Yes.
Soon after 2.0, stay tuned.
Yes, that.
After 2.0.
You want to take a quest and show them the quest marker?
Yeah, sure. Let me head over to this quest that is. I'm not going to do that. Actually, let me. That's going to take forever.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gorilla says these mofos better wow me, or I'm not going to buy any
the
DLCs.
whole way there. That was going to be obnoxious.
So there's other than the large kind of floating exclamation. I'm going to give Justin and I think Young Hao a shout out. This was done in 1.0, but we didn't have time to integrate it before. But there's a quest rally marker that is sort of specific to quest. It has flags and lights on it. It kind of looks like a beacon. There's an example. So this is a dig quest, and you can kind of see there's a dig emblem there. and you would see that instead of the mobbing exclamation point.
Okay.
And gives you basically a little bit of a
Yeah.
a
Quality of
better
life
visual
thing.
for to represent that.
I
But the
guess
flag
I-
would change out based on the quest type.
I agree with that.
Are you cheating?
I mean, yes. I could have just went into the ground too. I mean,
So
it's a little
that's
better.
that's the quest marker.
Salem says that banner. I can dig
Shut
it.
up and use items. So we're going. Yeah, we're going all right. I think we said 2 hours tonight.
Yeah, 2 hours. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Let's get through. We still have a few more things to discuss. I think the next topic is the one they keep asking about over and over.
So cautiously and optimistically, we passed certification for dedicated server crossplay. We're super excited about that. That means PS5 players can play with Xbox X and S series players, with Windows players, with Steam players, all in the same dedicated servers.
So that was the exciting news.
There are some specific settings that the server admins would have to set. There's a couple config things in the server.xml. If you're familiar with that and you're running a server, I think it has to have a platform.config must have contain PSN for XBL, and then you have to keep the server MAC count to 8 or below. Server allow crossplay set to true, EAC enabled, ignore EOS sanctions set to false. And other than that, there's not a lot of restrictions, and you should see it in your server browser. Paired nicely with that is the next feature, or a couple next features that would pair really nicely with that, about how you might join your buddies. Lathan, we can talk about that.
Sure. When you join a server, you can now spawn with your friends.
Yeah, you missed it.
That's really it. I mean, that's the thing I've been looking forward to, everybody. The fact that every time we start a game and you have to take 20 minutes running to each other, yeah,
naked.
that fixes that, everybody.
That's what I was saying in the beginning.
So basically, as long as your friend is not in a biome that would kill you right away,
That's true.
you'd spawn near him. That's a side note there.
Oh yes.
And another feature Lathan is going to tell you about is real exciting. It's quite good.
Yeah, so we have integrated Discord into our voice chat. So that's what we're using now for voice chat. It gives you a rich presence. You can invite people to game through Discord. There's a lot of other features. You can see invite your friends. You can message in and out of Discord, which can be hidden. Go ahead.
So if you link your account, it'll use your Discord account. If you don't, it would use a anonymous account, you call it, I guess. If you don't have Discord, it would give you a temporary anonymous account. It's quite good. The voice quality is really amazing. We're excited about it. It makes it easier to play with your friends.
I like this.
And they have what's called a universal friends list too for invites. That's also in there.
Yeah.
Cross-platform invites. If you you all had Discord, but one was on PC and one was on PlayStation or Xbox, you could
it would work there.
Yeah, it works. It works there.
Yeah,
so
I can vibe with those
I know we've
changes.
been holding that back for a while, and the reason being is, it's not a lot of fanfare when you get through cert on something like this. Not a lot of games do this, and we were like, well, wait, we passed. Did we pass? What?
I'm not gonna say
didn't
it.
fail us. I guess we passed.
I'm gonna type it in Discord, Salem.
Involved and a lot of red tape, and so we've been close-lipped about that because we weren't sure until it actually passed cert, and they have been known to potentially change their minds if they find something in a later certification that we didn't anticipate. We've run into that, FYI. So anyway, it's all good news. We're real excited about that feature. 2.0 for console will be stable PC, Steam. And we're still looking at June 30th as a very, very strong date for us. Unless something explodes, it's been playing really good for a while now.
Yes.
Cool.
There's one more topic if you wanted to talk about it.
Oh yeah. So we put in DLSS upscaling, which is NVIDIA's native upscaling graphics feature. There's a setting there you can set that. It has a few artifacts with it, but the performance and so overall quality is pretty awesome.
The streaming is perfect.
We'll be adding some new weapons in future updates. I know you all like authentic weapons and more weapon types, and we've been putting some thought into that. Yeah. What do we have here? We got a little bit of time. Maybe we could.
Yeah, a little bit.
Any questions stand out to you? If you can distill any.
So. I think
Jump on the chat, guys.
Modded. I don't think that's modded on Crossplay.
Not on YouTube, on Twitch.
Mods, for the most part, unless they are just XML-based mods, I'm not sure if those are going to work.
Yes, more quality for higher-end computers, graphics.
There's considerable work there. Like Fallout curated mods.
Exactly.
Bethesda worked on that for years to get that across. The pipeline. I'm not saying we couldn't and wouldn't possibly in the future. It's more complicated, So, there's a lot of simulation features in 7 Days to Die that people just don't even try out. Actually, I think they hear about a mod, and nothing against mods. I love them, but there's a ton of simulation features that people should try out in the base game. That they may not have experienced. Walk day, run day, walk night is fun. There's a ton of them. Feral Sense is fun. We are planning Steam Workshop integration. It might be possible to do mods someday. We never thought we could pull off dedicated servers with everybody, and that seemed like a pipe dream 2 years ago, and here we are with that launching. So
it's going to be a minute.
So yeah. Anyway, this build is jam-packed as always. There's a lot more to it. The challenge in late game is super exciting. The storms and biome progression are fun. Believe it or not, the loot cap is fun. It pushes you along. It moves you along instead of just kind of like camping in the forest biome. It's like maybe you should progress and experience some challenge in the game.
So I'm trying to see questions, but it's just flowing down so fast that it's like, man, I'm trying to see if there's any good ones to ask. But I mean, let's.
Shout out to Andres that we've had a pro particle effects guy for the last year and a half. Andres has done a ton of stuff, and you're going to keep noticing improvements to particle effects along the way. The storm particle effects are amazing once you guys experience them firsthand. Recycling jars. You could mod that back in if you want. We thought the reason we got rid of jars because water drinking survival was a nothing burger. That's why we got rid of jars.
Yeah.
Bandits
I think it's fine at this point.
End of the year, we're working on bandits ish. Game development is a lot harder than people think. Picking a date when something is great is a hard thing to do. If studios 10x our size can't get it right, how do you expect us to?
Split screen. Split screen is probably not coming back to console. Everybody, I don't think it's possible anymore.
Too much UI.
Yeah, too much UI, just too much. I mean, it's basically 2 games in one. So it would be too much to get that going again.
Well,
Guys in armors maybe at a later time, but not currently.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think new load screen images maybe. I mean, I don't think we're against that. Just
Boats. How about farming?
Okay, well, this isn't everybody. This isn't like a let's request our favorite feature this time. Let's see. The new Grace model's coming. I think isn't the new Grace model?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's in. Well, you want to spawn one?
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Let's find out.
All right. Let's see this.
It's been talked about. I know. I'm pretty sure it's in.
No, she's terrifying. Oh, yeah, no, y'all should really see her. She's terrifying.
It's badass.
I'm kidding. I'll show it to you.
What are we talking about?
Everybody's like, this is BS. We don't get to see it? Okay. There is... And I have the AI turned off. But there is your new Grace.
Oh! Woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
is a beauty.
Yeah. Watch out on Horde Night.
No, stay away from me. Stay away from me. No, I don't want to. Okay, anyway, we don't need to see her kill me. Ooh, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So,
talking a little bit about the schedule coming up, we have streamer weekend is Friday. Monday will be experimental, and we are targeting the 30th for stable.
Yes.
And I'll be on the lookout for blood moons. With that, it's a lot different experience than people might think. It's really shaping up. More to come on that too.
Yeah, we're gonna have a dev stream on that one as well at some point in the future, so you can ask questions about it. But yeah, I think that's really it, everybody. We don't have anything else to cover. Hope everybody enjoyed everything you saw. It's we enjoy doing these. It's a lot.
All right, guys. This was it. There's some exciting stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of the zombies being able to crawl through one by one. What are they saying?
Post a link. So Wayward Echo was nice enough to help us with the patch notes video, which he's going to actually release tomorrow. So here is. I'm gonna spam it for a second, so at least some people see it.
All right, patch notes video.
Yeah, so it's now in chat. Hopefully people saw it. Actually, you know what would have helped? I should just ask one of the mods to. There we go. It's pinned.
Damn it, I don't know anything.
Please stick around for just a minute. We are going to raid someone. But yeah, I mean, this is it. It's over. Thanks everybody so much.
Thank you for coming.
For watching, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Premieres in 10 hours. Oh, music. All right, guys. That was it. 2.0. A couple of notes here. Now, biome progression, I like it. I also like the fact that it made it so you can switch it off. If you don't like it, by the way, follow my example here. If you've watched this far, don't forget to hit that like button. It's my driving force. Salem says, I want to see either Joke mod or Darkness Falls mod. A Big Mama riding the new Grace as a boss type mod. Yeah, I really gotta get into mod development, don't I? So many ideas. Gorilla says, I run a 1660 GTX, so I won't see anything with the graphics. Well, actually, they said they've improved the world generation a bit. They've added a new zombie spawner system where the POI doesn't spawn all of the zombies at the same time, so they kind of come in waves, which should be better for the GPU. They've improved the models for the trees, some stuff like that. I'm sure we're gonna see a detailed description in this video I'm looking at. Speaking of, let me put this one in the chat. So you guys can save it for later. Alright. As for the update, we didn't see a hatch to see how zombies would crawl on top of it, so I'm curious about that one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to join the creator program because the limit is 2.5k subs. Unless you guys watch this massively and subscribe, and then I can apply by then, which is going to be 2 days from now, so cutting it close. This back into full view. I'm really hyped about the DLSS thing. Salem says thanks for the stream war. Hopefully it plays well. Looking forward to trying. Yeah, I'm excited. This at least gets me out of my 7 days burnout, so that's a good thing. Yeah, the crawling mechanic, that brings a lot of issues into the equation. When it comes to quarter bases, when it comes to base building, you know. Still, I'm excited to try Sledgehammer. I like the way they moved perks around, so now you're not, for example, if you want to do heavy armor, you don't have to do a specific weapon for it. They moved that into the general the weather system. I don't know, they only showed one storm for a minute or so. That's yeah, it makes sense. Brings a bit more difficulty to the game. I mentioned the progression. I guess we're gonna have to see it. By the way, you guys can find Discord in the chat if you want to join, because I'm gonna be running a community server for it, experimental. So on the 16th, we should be going live with it. I'm thinking now, even though I already have a vanilla server, I'm thinking fresh start so I can generate a new map, which includes all of the new POIs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Plus everyone's gonna want to start over anyway. But yeah, that's about it. It's a 4:45 in the morning for me, guys, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you've watched this far, for those of you watching in the future, don't forget to hit those like and maybe subscribe buttons. And catch you guys in the next one. Salem says sleep well, war, and dream of zombies. Yeah, they have those new zombie, top tier zombies. Interesting stuff. We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna do a couple of streams on it. So yeah, I shall catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for stopping by, Salem, modding as well, Gorilla, Philip, and Rebel on the River. And welcome to all of the new subscribers. said, catch you guys in the next one. What's cut out?